Chiefs get set to do battle with the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Williams again, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but
game.
that
I
sure
just dropped
seemed
my
like a
weed.
statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
It's hard to catch what you can't see. I don't want to be so. The more niggas.
Pause this shit, yo.
The field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to.
All that fucking hair.
That's what I always say about the tray. I was just gonna pick it out or no. Let me see how much hair is really in there. Don't looking like that much hair on the floor, do it. But this is if I do it this way, hold on. Like it's in grab hair.
Ain't gonna grab the weed.
Yeah, but it's gonna grab the hair. And that's
Dang. This dumbass game, yo. I don't even fucking feel like playing, and it's not my fucking weed over. I'm ready to fucking quit this game, yo.
About the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long
Drop my fucking weed.
allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath,
Can you
settle
pause this shit
down, and
close
relax
the
a
game
little
out
bit
for me?
after they just gave up a score.
Come on, I know you hear me, yo.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this?
Long motherfucking play. Down here. That shit did.
Go quickly here out to Moore. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Told you I ain't want to play. You should have quit that shit. Don't quit now, nigga.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the left side. Newman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand. Our score after 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I knew what. That's probably some of that shit like on Powell. Dang. Another month. Telling people.
On 1st down, Wilson.
That was my ball. Say it again.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was
that
something
means somebody else
Boy,
not even fucking with it.
In this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour.
Wow. Hand them scissors. We'll cut this right here. Right there. Okay. You can come lower. Yeah. I'll show you how.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
A hole in this block.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts, to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
21, Chiefs 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Sure.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it with basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Because it's that. No. Because it's hitting from right there. It's just
throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best one.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Point after here coming up. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Thanks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This is dumb.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And some space here. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 36, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. They find some open field here. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. On 2nd and 9, Wilson looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jones. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So Wilson will depart, and on comes Matt Amendola for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Jets.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up